Hey everybody, welcome to my cool new hip YouTube channel. I am a couple hundred watch hours away from hopefully being approved for the YouTube Partner Program so that I could become a real big YouTube star. So extra, read all about it. I'm gonna play one of my favorite games growing up, Paperboy. Who's ready? Are you ready? I know you're on the edge of your seat with excitement, but here we go. This does have one of the best Nintendo. This song I still remember even to this day. All right, so the goal of the game is good old-fashioned hard work. Throwing the newspaper of propaganda on somebody's front porch, you know? It's good old-fashioned work, right? Of course, see how everything's connected? Because all they're really doing is giving you propaganda to read first thing in the morning. You ever wonder why that was ingrained in people? They had to read it right when they got up because they got to be programmed right when they get up. So you got to throw it at the houses, get it in the mailbox, and you get more points for the closer you get the propaganda to the front door. So here we go. The red houses you don't want to throw it at. The ones that look like Transylvania or like, you know, there's some type of libel going on inside of there involving blood, of course. Looks like Dracula's home. So we already fell off the bike, by the way. Hitting this house up. Good throw. Propaganda has been put in place. Somebody just had tombstones in their front yard. Nobody's suspicious about that. Probably a couple missing kids. I mean, probably their pets. That too. Probably eaten. Anyway, all right, we're getting the paper on the front porch. Some guy's doing cartwheels on cement in his front yard on the sidewalk. He's not asking for a broken neck. I guess maybe if he does goat yoga, he'll feel better later. Yeah, a lot of red homes here. A lot of people who are not looking apparently to sell their house or at least help the real estate in the other homes because that'll really bring the real estate value down because it looks like Dracula's house. But we know what Dracula really is anyway, right? Talk about that on the website. So, all right, we're just throwing newspapers. Yes, this is an actual video game. Guy on a skateboard doesn't seem to give a crap. Must be a lib, because he knows he'll get away with it. Running people over with his skateboard. Picking up more propaganda. Those are newspaper stacks, because apparently they're sitting on everyone's driveway, because that's how much they want to get the propaganda out. They're actually putting stacks of it so everybody could distribute it, right, to get the propaganda out. So we're running through an obstacle course. We're throwing newspapers at hoops, apparently. We're jumping over walls. I mean, this is safe, right? It's good, clean fun, I guess. I don't know what those little things are, but we're at the finish line, and the scariest part is that there's people who are there waving, applauding. I guess they had nothing better to do on a Wednesday afternoon. Some guy's missing a head, by the way. Okay. Wonder where it went. Okay, let's see how we did. Here's our daily report card. We got a resubscriber. Hey, I could use some subscribers here. I could use some resubscribers, wink, wink, right? Get it? Resubscribers? Like people who are subscribing and have no idea. All right, so let's get to Tuesday. All right, back on the same street, throwing newspapers. Wonder what's on the main cover. Maybe it'll have a huge picture of a bale on the cover, right? They can't write about that in there either, because it's propaganda, so why would they ever mention the truth? But you see why it's an important game, because if you don't get the propaganda to somebody first thing in the morning, like I said earlier, I mean, they might actually, their brain might actually start to function in the morning, and they might realize that they're inside of a matrix. So as long as, you know, I mean, think about how many things have been encoded in us, right? Like that whole thing with the paper they used to show us, like in the 80s and 90s, for those of you who are younger. They used to, like, always show movies, and the dad would get up. He'd already have a suit. It couldn't look more uncomfortable, by the way, in his suit, sitting at the kitchen table. Would he reading his newspaper, ignoring his kids, because it was more important, they were telling you, to get that propaganda in before you even say hi to your son or your daughter or your wife, right? And they'd read it, and they'd spill their coffee, and then they go, gotta go, hun, and they run out the door, right? And see how subtle the programming could be to get people to get the propaganda first thing in the morning. All right, anyway, we got unsupervised kids in the sidewalk. We've got really weird trees. Lots of landscaping that needs to be done. Trimming of trees. Apparently, we're doing that too. And we're back and the board's over. Okay, so we're in some type of a training zone. We're throwing things. We're jumping off the bike. We're staying on the bike. I don't know. I mean, what is really going on? Is this what happens at the end of everybody's bike route back in the day? I guess so. Right? Remember that was actually a job? Do they even deliver newspapers anymore? I mean, I'm sure they do, and we pay for it with our tax money. like the free papers, because they still want to get you, the older people, with that propaganda, because they know that they're not all on technology, but they love their new tech because literally it's everywhere. It's always in your hands and in your face. So anyway, resubscriber, perfect delivery. So we got another sub, maybe a sub from an older channel. What? Wednesday. All right. It's Wednesday, folks, and we're riding our bicycle, and we're pedaling, and we're throwing newspapers, and I'm going to talk about all sorts of cool topics, and a dog, and we just threw it at the dog, so there's animal abuse on this route today on a Wednesday. Again, this house just continues to have tombstones in their front lawn. Nobody's suspicious. Why should they be, right? As long as the media tells you that not to be suspicious, then don't worry about it when a couple of houses on your road literally have tombstones in their front lawn, and oh, it's not Halloween, it's like March, right? They'll just tell you they left up their Halloween decorations, of course. Probably made the sacrifice on Halloween and then put it in the front lawn and left it up, of course, you know, because that's usually when they do the sacrifice. Excuse me. All right, we got the skateboard guy. Apparently he's on loop. He just keeps flying down the road. He must be on fentanyl or something. I don't know. We have a tornado. Looks like HAARP's gotten in on the action. Okay, they sent HAARP after us. I don't know why. They pretended to. Of course, they would never send HAARP after somebody who's distributing government propaganda. But they probably did it by accident. Look, they're sending it again. They're like, wait, take it away. They keep messing up. They're probably just trying to go after the kids in the neighborhood. Or any of the homes that are not red, because they're probably marked as Christian homes, so they want to wipe those out with tornadoes. So we're back into this thing. There's flying, looks like knives or some type. Spike proteins. Proteins. Spikes, I mean. What? All right. Yep, we're getting extra bonus points. I guess we have like unlimited newspapers. We're just throwing, and there's the same crowd. They didn't go home. Might catch them on To Catch a Predator one day. Yikes, guys are just sitting there. Guess they like bagels too. All right, let's see. Excuse me on a burp. Our daily report here. We got another resubscriber. That's good. That's good. Could always use those resubscribers. But I'm a new YouTuber, so I wouldn't need new resubscribers. I just need new ones because nobody would ever watch me. Thursday, here we go. All right. Only a couple minutes left, folks. I know you're pulling your hair out, but I appreciate you being here. Just like to get this finished with so we can move on to the next one, because especially with all the stuff going on in the world, there'll be extra censorship going on, as we're already seeing. Looks like I got a 3-week window to get videos up, so we'll do what we can. All right, throwing some papers, picking up some papers. Every house that we're delivering papers to, by the way, happens to have a pile of newspapers already delivered. Have you noticed that? What is that about? I mean, did the writers of the game realize, hey, you know, why would they need papers if they're already delivered? You know, but they wouldn't think that, right? Get it? How would they need newspapers thrown to their door if they already have a stack of newspapers delivered to their door or their driveway? I don't know. Maybe they're libs. They don't want to go out and pick up it, so they want it thrown right to their door. Whatever it takes to get the propaganda into your hands. So we'll give them 50 newspapers, as long as they read it 50 times and ignore their family and believe everything the paper's telling them, because that's the truth, because they're journalists. Then everything's fine, right? As the world burns around us. All right. Anybody got a for sale sign up? I don't know what this is. It's a kid who looks like he's ready to go riding a horse or something. He had a noose in his hand, so that's not a good sign. Maybe he's confused about his gender. Too soon? Sorry. All right, we're riding through, and we're throwing newspapers, and we're jumping over things, and okay. Having a great time. How about you guys? Having a super day? That's really great. Oh, here's the same people. Guess they're homeowners with no jobs. They're just sitting on the bench all day. The police are not, you know, maybe taking up their, well, they don't have licenses, so, or drivers, or, excuse me, cars, so they have no, you know, no way to really ID them unless they put their license on their bikes. But they're just sitting there in the park watching this kid on his bicycle. Is anyone suspicious? No. Why would they be? They're not even suspicious of the tombstones. They probably have kids' names on it sitting in their front lawns. It's Friday, folks. Friday the 13th. Here we go. It's not really Friday the 13th. But it always is in this country. All right, we got more propaganda. Have we hit 10 minutes yet? We're getting close. We're getting close. Apparently, I just drive through fire hydrants. Oh, look, a White House with it. I guess they've converted them. They must have come right out of the church and, well, right into the town. Been indoctrinated with that child sex, you know, that stuff. Oh, the Grim Reaper's here in the middle of the day. No one's suspicious. I mean, literally, the Grim Reaper could show up at everybody's lawn and people would be like, it's a joke. It's somebody just trolling, right? Nothing. No one takes anything serious. Even though everybody's pretty much flat broke and can't even afford milk anymore. But still, people aren't suspicious of what the government's doing, even though this has been in their blueprint. To destroy the middle class, destroy all classes, make everybody broke, and then enslave us. But what am I talking about? I'm a gaming channel. That's a lot of windows in some of these houses. A lot of Windex needed to clean those windows. But don't worry, I'm throwing newspapers through the windows, and of course, am I going to be held liable? No, because I'm a lib, so I can smash their windows. But if you're a Christian, you'll go to jail for 75 years. There's another good throw. This is the last day I think I'm doing. If I do another day on here, I mean in this game, because it's Friday in the game. I don't know how many times I can see this training course, and I think we've hit close to 10 minutes, so I can just let some of this play without me commentating over it, you know? Just cut it there, and you could just sit and watch it and be very good friends of mine, and I'd appreciate that, you know? Oh, man. The things we do for truth, huh? All right, we finished, and all of the people who are about to be on To Catch a Predator, all there waving. Okay, and I'll wrap it up on that note. So, I thank everybody who's here. You guys are great. You're great friends of mine. I appreciate it. Hopefully this is the last one, and then we can make a new one. You know the routine. Rinse and repeat. Thanks again, everybody. Bye.